Well, good evening. How's everybody doing tonight? It's still daytime? Okay, good. I just want to make a quick announcement. That was the most polite entry I've ever heard at a graduation. So I know that our graduates have worked very hard to be here, and I know your families have worked very hard to support you. So let's give a huge, crazy round of applause for tonight. Welcome to our Graduation Solution and Smart Schools 2026 July graduation ceremony. My name is Rusty Schaefer, and I am the East Valley Hub Manager of Grad Solutions and Smart Schools. We have all gathered here today to cheer and celebrate the determination and hard work that our high school students of 2026 have made. We are so thankful that each of you has come to show your unwavering support for your loved ones and to celebrate our graduates with us. I want to thank Living Word Bible Church for opening its doors to us so we can use this magnificent facility to host all of you. Let's give them a round of applause. I would now like to invite and welcome David Gonzalez to the stage for our invocation.
It's a lot taller than I am. I see a lot of people here today, but I just wanted to greet those that speak Spanish for just 1 second. ¿Dónde están los latinos esta mañana? ¿Están aquí? Estamos tan orgullosos de lo que han hecho ustedes para apoyar a sus estudiantes. Es un día muy especial. It's such a special day. Let us pray. Heavenly Father, today we gather with hearts full of gratitude and hope as we celebrate the remarkable achievement. Father, we thank you for each graduate here. Their journey has required perseverance, sacrifice, courage, and determination. Thank you for sustaining them through every challenge and for bringing them to this moment of accomplishment. We also thank you for the families, the friends, the faculty who have encouraged, supported, and believed in these graduates along the way. May they share in the joy of this day, knowing that their investment has helped shape lives and futures. We ask your blessing upon every graduate. Grant them wisdom as they make decisions, integrity in every endeavor, compassion for those they serve, and the courage to pursue excellence with humility. May they use the knowledge that they have gained not merely to build successful careers, but to make a meaningful difference in the community and in the lives of others. Bless the work of Grad Solutions and Smart Schools. Continue to use these organizations to open doors of opportunity, to restore hope, and to transform lives through education. As we celebrate such a momentous occasion, may the ceremony be filled with joy, gratitude, and inspiration. May each graduate leave today confident in what they have accomplished and hopeful for what lies ahead. We dedicate this celebration to you with thankful hearts. In your holy name we pray. Amen.
Please rise to honor our freedom and country.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the balls bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
What a beautiful way to start our ceremony. Let's give another round of applause for McKenna Faith. I would now like to introduce you to the people you see seated with me on the stage. To my left, we have Mr. Jim Lee, founder and CEO of Graduation Solutions and Smart Schools. Mrs. Teddy Gonzalez, our re-engagement manager. And our wonderful executive team, Dan Mallant, Executive Director of Academics. Vel Smith, Executive Director of Sales and Marketing. And Kelly Sherrick, Executive Director of Mentoring. I would also like to acknowledge that it would not be possible to celebrate our students here without the efforts of our dedicated and talented staff members. We hire for heart and qualified ability within our company, from mentors to instructors, registrars to IT, exceptional student services to marketing and enrollment, finance, facilities, and the hubs, and all the people in between. The dedicated, heart-filled work of each of these teams and individuals to support these graduates throughout their journeys, to ultimately walk across this stage today, is what makes this such an inspirational place to work. Will the staff members of Graduation Solutions and Smart Schools here in attendance please rise so we can recognize and express our appreciation for you. These are the people on the front lines and behind the scenes that make days like these and the opportunities provided for our students possible. Next for this afternoon, please join us in welcoming our honorary guests. I would like to welcome our community partners who have joined us today. It is your belief in our program and in these students that made all of this possible. Thank you for joining us today as we celebrate our graduates. Today, we are excited to hear from two of our graduates as they address their peers and share a little about themselves and their journey. First up, please help me welcome Anthony Vega from Graduation Solutions. Anthony, come on up.
Good afternoon, family, friends, teachers, mentors, and the graduating class of 2026. My name is Anthony Vega, and today I have the special honor of standing before you. Each of us faced different battles and traveled different paths to get here. No two stories are exactly the same, but today we all share one thing in common. We made it and are graduating today. For me, the journey to the stage was filled with challenges. I remember starting freshman year in public school, being excited about high school baseball, ready to make new memories and enjoy the experiences, but things didn't go that way. I expected. I struggled to make friends and often felt alone. I eventually moved to an online school, but at the time it wasn't right fit for me. Later, I transferred to another public high school, finished my freshman year strong. My sophomore year, I moved to a different school where I finally felt comfortable. I made friends, met amazing people, and began enjoying school again. One of my biggest struggles was having an IEP, and feeling like some teachers didn't fully understand me. I at times, what kind of learner I am at times, sorry. Instead of helping me grow, they made me feel like I wasn't smart enough. There was one teacher who always believed in me and reminded me of my worth. Mrs. Mitchell saw potential in me when I sometimes struggled to see it in myself. And I will always be grateful for her support and encouragement. Senior year was the year I looked forward for the most. Like many students, I was excited about all the experiences and memories that came with that final year of high school. Unfortunately, I had to switch back online school because I couldn't fit in EVIT into my public school schedule. This was difficult to accept, but life has a way of taking us down unexpected paths, and sometimes those paths leads us exactly where we're meant to be. This is when I registered as a student at Grad Solutions. There were many nights when I stayed up trying to finish assignments. There were many moments I felt stressed, overwhelmed, and unsure of myself because I didn't fully understand the work in front of me. There were times when I questioned whether I would make it to graduation or not. My I was going to my medical assistant classes at EVA and attending my Grad Solutions online classes Monday through Friday and spending time studying for my medical assistant exams and doing my high school work as well. It was not easy since we did have to up to 3 exams a week at EVA and had to study a lot, but with the support of teachers who took the time to help me, I kept pushing forward. I refused to give up. Today, I stand before you as a graduate of Grad Solutions as well with my certificate in medical assistant from EVIT. And that is something I will always be proud of because I know how hard I worked to get here. I would also like to give a big, huge thanks to Grad Solutions for helping not only me, but so many other students reaching this important milestone. Your support, encouragement, and commitment to student success has made a lasting difference in our lives. As a Hispanic student, it is important for me to share a message in Spanish for the people who helped shape me into the person I am today. En primer lugar, le quiero dar muchas gracias a Dios por guiar nuestros pasos y por permitirnos alcanzar este gran logro. También quiero agradecerle a mi mamá y a mis abuelos quienes siempre me apoyaron en todo. Ellos no solo dejaron su tierra, sino también a su familia para darnos unas mejores oportunidades en la familia. Ellos cruzaron el desierto para que nosotros poder cruzar este escenario. Este logro no es solo mío, pero también de ustedes. Gracias por siempre darme el mejor ejemplo, los mejores consejos y por apoyarme en todo. Los amo mucho. And finally, to the class of 2026, we all have different stories, different struggles, and different dreams. Some of us took the traditional path while others had to find a different route. But today proves that no matter what obstacles stand in our way, we are capable of overcoming challenges, growing through adversity, and achieving our goals. As we move forward into the next chapter in our lives, remember that success is not determined by how easy the journey was, but by the courage it took to keep when the courage it took to keep going when things became difficult. Be proud of how far you've came. Be proud of the challenges you've overcame. And most important, believe in yourself and everything you are capable of achieving. Congratulations, class of 2026. We made it.
Thank you, Anthony. Great job. Please help me welcome our next student speaker, Marina James from Smart Schools.
Good afternoon, everyone. Standing here today is something I once thought might never happen. I became a mom at a young age, and for a long time it felt like life moved faster than I could keep up with. I've been on my own since I was a teenager, trying to figure out adulthood while still growing up myself. I remember taking the city bus over 30 miles to school, exhausted, stressed, and trying to balance responsibilities that most people my age didn't yet understand. Life was not easy. For a long time, my life felt like one struggle after another. I lost apartments, jobs, cars, and so much during this process of becoming an adult. As a mother of 3, who are right here, there were days where I felt completely exhausted, trying to carry the weight of everything on my shoulders while still being the strong one for them. Life really took a turn for me in the year of 2024. I experienced the hardest and most painful moment of my life, and I was losing my children to the system. There were so many words. There are no words that can fully explain that pain as a mother. It broke me in ways I never thought possible. Fighting to get them back showed me something even more powerful, that no matter how far life knocks you down, you can still fight your way back up. This journey changed me. It taught me resilience. It taught me strength. It taught me that failure does not define who you are. What defines you is whether you keep going. Through one of the hardest seasons of my life, there was one person who never stopped fighting beside me, my mom. When my kids were in foster care, she stood beside me through every painful moment. She helped me keep going when I felt defeated by being that shoulder to cry on, being the one I could run to when things felt like they weren't going right, and being the one I could take anger out on. And most importantly, she never judged me or made me feel worthless. We struggled together, moved in together, and did everything possible so we could build a stable home for my children to come back to. It was a long, hard, and tiring 7-month fight. I was granted custody of my children again in May 2025, and it was all said and done by July 2025. Mom, thank you for never giving up on me during these last couple of years, even when I wanted to give up on myself. Around the beginning of this year, I was lucky enough to come across an advertisement for Smart Schools on social media. Not knowing what I was getting myself into or if it was something I could even do, I simply inquired, and the next thing I knew, I got a phone call to start the enrollment process. I didn't waste any time, and I started within the week. Within 6 months, I completed the credits I needed, all while being a full-time mom with a full-time job. Yes. There were so many moments where graduating felt impossible. With every setback came motivation. Every obstacle became another reason to prove myself that I could build a better life for me and my children. Somewhere during all of that darkness, I found love and support in someone who truly helped change my life. My amazing man crossed my path during the time when I was struggling deeply. And he reminded me that I wasn't alone. His support, patience, encouragement, and love helped pull me out of the darkest places I've ever been in. And I'll forever be grateful for that. Thank you, my love. To my kids, Zaire, Trayvon, and Zariah, you are my reason for everything. Every hard day, every late night, every sacrifice, every tear, and every goal has been for you guys. You gave me the strength to keep pushing, even when I felt like I had nothing left in me. I love you guys. And to everyone graduating today, I want you to remember this. Your past does not decide your future. Your struggles do not cancel your potential. And no matter what you've been through, no matter how many times life has knocked you down, you are still capable of rebuilding yourself and creating something beautiful out of your pain. Today is proof of that. This diploma is more than a paper to me. It represents survival, growth, healing, strength, and a future I once thought I'd never reach. So to the class of 2026, be proud of yourselves. We made it through every challenge, every doubt, and every obstacle placed in front of us. And now we move forward stronger than ever. Thank you and congratulations, everyone.
Anthony and Marina, thank you so much for sharing today a bit about your experience, motivation, and inspiration. Each of you did an excellent job, and you are truly an inspiration to all of us. Now let's take a moment to recognize this year's scholarship winners. Gustavo Tomeo, Alida Portillo, and Irene Esparza. We hope that these awards help you pursue your careers and your dreams now that they are possible with your diploma in hand. Ladies and gentlemen, some of our students here have made the commitment to serve our country in military service after they graduate. Can I have those students please stand in recognition? As we look out in the crowd, we know we have some veterans of the military in attendance, as well as those who are currently serving with us tonight. Those of you who have given of your time and your talent to serve our country in military service, now or in the past, will you please rise so we may recognize you and give thanks? We also would like to recognize those students who have traveled from outside the state to attend our graduation. With the students who have traveled from outside of Arizona to participate in your very well-deserved graduation ceremony, please stand. Now it is my pleasure and honor to turn today's proceedings over to our founder and CEO, Jim Lee. Jim founded our organization based on the belief that every student deserves a chance to earn a high school diploma, no matter their circumstances. Without his vision and leadership in cultivating the resource, teams, and staff that we have, we would not be able to provide this vehicle for our students to achieve. Please give me a loud welcome to Mr. Jim Lee.
Appreciate you. Okay, has anybody been to one of these ceremonies before? If you have, go you raise your hand or clap or something. So some of you have. So we do things a little different. You got to hear all the fun stuff that we get to celebrate and we get to acknowledge people and all that. This is where it gets cool because we're going to have a really amazing speaker that I usually do the keynote and I usually just go crazy with giving you guys the mic and all this kind of stuff. This is meant to be an opportunity to share something really cool that came about through some circumstances that were just kind of all falling together. It was really neat. And so I'll give you a real brief synopsis. I had a neighbor whose niece was on American Idol. And I watched her on American Idol and I was blown away by her story and I was blown away by her voice. It was amazing. And she did very well on the show. She was in the top 10 and she did a great job and honored Arizona, honored her family. And she came from a very interesting background that she's going to share with you. She's not just an amazing singer, she's a writer. She goes out and speaks and shares her story because it's not going to be what you think her story would be like, going on American Idol and standing up before crowds of people singing, going on TV and singing before fans and all these things. There's a lot more depth to what she's gone through to help her accomplish what she's done. I wanted her to share that with you, and I thought, man, what a great story. Her aunt lives 2 doors over. right? I can just go say, hey, would McKenna be able to come and speak? And I did that. Guess what she said? No. And I'm like, wait, you're ruining the whole story. This is supposed to be like so cool. And she says, yes. And everybody's hip, hip, hooray. Look how that worked out. So I'm like, well, that's weird. I thought this was like a really cool moment. She's moving to Nashville. She's out. And I'm like, don't planes still fly from Phoenix to Nashville? I know it's July. I know that they don't want to fly to Phoenix from Nashville, but wouldn't that be cool if she could do it? Nope, not gonna happen. So go back home 2 doors down. Okay, thank you. So I'm like, if that's the way it is, then that's the way it is. But I'm a person of faith and I'm praying and I'm going, now that felt like it was inspirational. So if this is supposed to happen, it should happen. So I go to an event that I don't normally go to, but I was invited and I had time. And I went to the East Valley Mayor's prayer breakfast. They did it this year at the Riparian. And I'm out there and I'm having a good old time in the heat, roasting my head off. Didn't wear a hat. I wouldn't advise that if you go to the Riparian in the morning when the sun's out and you're bald. But anyway, move on with the story. I go there and lo and behold, who is singing at this prayer breakfast? McKenna Faith, whose aunt shut me down. So she sings, does a lovely job, and I'm like, wow, isn't that coincidental? And that's great. And then I don't know where she went, and I had to wait until the whole thing was over, and I'm leaving, and she happens to be sitting behind the stage. So I had the distinct honor and privilege to go talk about what we do, and you guys, and all of you guys, and I said, it would be so amazing. I know you're a singer, but would you tell your story? And she said, yes. And we are blessed and we are honored and fortunate that I get to invite this wonderful young woman up to share her story, not just her voice singing, but share her story. Please welcome McKenna Faith to our stage. I didn't follow your bio.
Better than what I wrote. Hello, everybody. Jim is right. I'm not a speaker, so I'm going to do my best here. Marina and Anthony, your stories are so beautiful, and I related to little pieces of each of your stories. I had a IEP in high school as well, and a lot of my teachers didn't understand that and how that worked. And I'm not a mother, but I just want to let you know how much I respect and how much you inspire me after hearing you speak today. Now, getting to you guys, I just want you to look at each other for a second and just look at every cap and gown, every family member in this audience, every sibling, and I just want you to know how loved you are and how supported you are by every single person in this room. And just kind of touching on what Anthony said, I know all of our roads are uniquely different and so extremely hard. But the one thing we do have in common is that you're not giving up and you continue to move forward. I wasn't going to share too many details on my story, but now I'm feeling inspired to. I grew up with a perfect life. I had nothing to complain about. I had friends in high school. I kind of had everything that I could have asked for, yet I took it for granted. I didn't see my self-worth, and I went down a really dark and lonely path when I graduated, and I fell into a life of addiction. I was living in my car for a little while, just making it from day to day, and it took me about 10 years to get back on my feet and to really sober up and fix my life. And it wasn't until I was asked to go on American Idol, and that is when I had decided to get sober. I was adopted at birth, and I never knew anything about my birth mom or my birth family. It was a closed adoption. And I had found out that my birth mom had passed away when I was 16. And I never got to meet her. but just was always inspired by her. I got to look her up on the internet and found out that she was a singer. She had her own band, and she performed locally here in Arizona. And I never really tried to find my birth family. It was never an interest of mine. And being in a life of addiction, I just didn't have that desire to find them. And the day that I got sober, I got an email from my birth family letting me know that they had found me about 7 years ago, and they had waited for the right time to reach out, and that this was the right time. They reached out, and I went on American Idol a few months later, and during my audition, right after I performed for the judges, I opened the doors, and my whole birth family was standing there. So I got to meet my whole birth family, and they were standing with my family, which was so special for me because my family just opened their arms to my birth family, who I don't know anything about, but they all just showed up and loved me. After the show, I fell right on my face. I got vocal surgery. I had to stop singing for just under a year. It took me a really long time to find my voice, and it's still taking time to get that strength back in my voice. But just so many things that were pushing me down, and it was really hard for me to get back up. That has been my story, all of the hard things that I feel chosen in my life that have made my life so hard. But what changed was finding my self-worth and finding God, and allowing him to save me. And then I started to write music about him and write music in general, just about the things that I've gone through, and it's been really helpful for me. But that's my story. God saved me from addiction. He saved me from mental health struggles, and he is the reason why I'm here now today, being able to speak for you guys. Thank you. I know that some of you have had really difficult pasts leading up to this day, and some of you may have not. Some of you worked jobs after classes. Some of you helped take care of your brothers and sisters. Some of you are mothers. Some of you have fought and are fighting battles that nobody in this room will ever fully understand. Every single person in this room has their own beautifully unique story, but the thing we all have in common again is you chose to take the next step and keep going. When I was asked to speak today, one, I was nervous, but I also thought about just talking about the basics, like chasing your dreams, working hard, not giving up. But honestly, I don't think that's what I would have needed to hear growing up. I think I would have needed someone to look at me and say, McKenna, your story is not over. Because when you're 16 or 17, 18, 20, or 27 like me, it's amazing how quickly you can convince yourself that one bad chapter or one bad moment is somehow your whole story. One bad decision, one failed class, one broken relationship, broken family, one mistake, one disappointment, one dream that didn't happen the way you thought it would. And all of a sudden you started believing that you missed your chance, that everyone else is moving forward while you're standing still. I've learned that almost everyone feels that way at some point in their lives, no matter what age. Even the people who look like they have it all together, especially the people who look like they have it all together. Social media has done a really good job at convincing us that everyone else's life is happening faster than ours. Someone gets accepted into their dream college, gets engaged, lands a perfect job, starts their business. Someone even can wake up every morning knowing exactly who they are and where they're going and set up a phone and film it and have the energy to post it, while some of you guys may just be trying to figure out what you're going to do next Tuesday. I can relate to that feeling. When I was younger, music wasn't just something I loved, it was my everything. I dreamed about it, I worked for it, I prayed for it. And I wondered if maybe one day I'd get the chance to inspire people that I never met with my voice. And eventually those dreams led me to being top 6 on American Idol. And overnight, millions of people knew my name. But from the outside, it looked like everything had fallen into place. all the hard work had finally paid off, but the parts of someone's life that everyone applauds are usually the smallest parts of their story. People saw the TV show, people saw me reunite with my family. They didn't see the years before it, through the addiction, through the homelessness, sleeping in my car. They saw the performances, they didn't see the fear, they didn't see the mental battles, they didn't see the nights that I questioned whether I was good enough. And even after American Idol, life didn't suddenly just become better or easier. Some of the hardest things that have happened in my life came after the show. I thought that if I could just make it onto that stage, make that dream come true, everything would finally fall into place, and that the thing I chased for so many years that was starting to come true would somehow fix everything. I thought success would quiet my fears, my pain, that it would answer the questions I've been carrying for so long. But instead, right as opportunities started coming in after the show, I had to get my vocal surgery, and I just wasn't allowed to sing anymore. And it's the one thing that I thought I was put on this earth to do. I just remember thinking, like, God, why now? Like, after everything it took for me to get to this point, to get sober, like, why would this happen now? It forced me to ask a question I'd never really asked before. If my voice can be taken away, then who am I without it? I just simply had to trust that it would work out if I kept moving forward. And looking back now, I realize that success is not the solution to fears. It's not the solution to insecurities. It wasn't the thing that was going to make me whole. Those things had to be found somewhere much deeper, found in the pain. I've experienced the loss of people I love. I've watched plans and dreams fall apart. I've had doors I desperately wanted to walk through completely shut on me. I've prayed prayers that seem to go unanswered, and I've had moments where I honestly look at my life and say, what am I doing and what am I going to do next? Maybe you've asked yourself that question too, and maybe you're asking yourself that today. If you are, I need you to know that not knowing what comes next does not determine your worth. It doesn't mean you're failing. I used to spend so much time asking God to show me like the whole plan. I just wanted the whole map, and I wanted to know where every path would lead if I would just take that first step. But life doesn't work that way. Faith doesn't work that way. Most of the time we're only given enough answers just to take that next step. And somehow that it's enough, and it has to be enough. Because looking back, the moments that shaped me the most weren't the moments where everything was perfect and working out. They were the moments where I had to keep walking, when I literally felt like it was impossible just to get out of bed. I think that's why I'm like so happy to be here and just so excited to talk to you guys. Because every single person sitting here today is proof that you don't have to have your whole life figured out to keep moving forward. You just have to be willing to take the next steps. I just don't think life is about finding and surrounding yourself with people who have all the answers. I think it's about finding people who are willing to keep walking, even when it feels impossible, even when you don't have answers and you're walking blind. I used to think that courage looked fearless. And as I get older, I've realized that courage looks super ordinary. It looks like getting out of bed on days you feel like you can't. It looks like asking for help when you don't want to. It looks like apologizing when you're wrong. It looks like trying again after everyone, including yourself, has started to doubt you. And sometimes courage looks like walking across the stage to receive a diploma that you had to fight a little harder to earn. Never let anyone, including yourself, make you feel like your accomplishment means less because of the time it took you to get there, or because your road looked different. Because character isn't built when life is easy. It's built in the moments that no one claps for. It's built in the moments that no one sees. It's built on the nights that you wanted to drop everything and quit. And those are the moments who shape who you become. One day, years from now, no one's going to ask how long it took for you to get here. They're going to remember how you treated people, whether you kept your word, whether you were kind, honest, whether you showed up when someone needed you, whether you made people feel seen. Those are things that actually last. I think that's why comparison is so dangerous, because it convinces us that life is about getting somewhere before everybody else, but it isn't. Life is about becoming someone who loves well, becoming someone who's honest and tells the truth, someone who is a good friend, someone who leaves people better than they found them. And for me, that becoming in life has always been rooted in my faith. My faith has become less about having every answer and more about just trusting that even when I can't see the whole picture, God can. There have been moments in my life where I begged for a completely different ending, moments where I couldn't understand why something had to hurt so much. But if I could go back and tell that version of myself one thing, it would just be to take the next step, put the foot in front of the other and just take that step. Not because tomorrow's guaranteed to be easier, because there's so much beauty that we are yet to see and experience in this life. You have to keep going. There's friendships you haven't made yet, songs I haven't written, places we haven't seen, dreams that haven't even crossed our minds yet. Some of you are walking out here after this knowing exactly what you're going to do, and some of you have no clue. And both are just completely okay. You have to be willing to keep moving forward, and when you don't know what that next step is, just be kind. Be kind to yourself. Just keep working hard. Love people well. Forgive quickly, and just ask for help when you need it. Don't let the world convince you that being successful matters more than being a good person. Because I've met people who have everything the world says should make them happy, and they're miserable. And I've met people with very little who have a joy that fills every single room that they walk into. Success and fulfillment are not the same thing. So if you chase anything after today, don't chase a title. Please don't chase followers. Don't chase someone else's definition of success. Chase a life that you're proud to live when no one is watching. Before I sing this last song for you guys, I want to ask you to just remember one thing. When life gets hard again, because it will. When you make mistakes, and you will. When plans change unexpectedly and doors shut on you, and they will. Please don't decide your worth or who you are based off your worst day. Don't let one chapter convince you that it was your whole story. Because if today proves anything, it's that people can start over, people can grow, people can heal, people can become so much more than they ever imagined. So wherever life takes you next, walk towards it with courage, humility, and hope. Walk towards it knowing that your value is never determined by how quickly you got to achieving what you desire in this life. It's determined by the person it forces you to become along the way. Before I sing, I wanted to tell you why this song means so much to me. About a month ago, I lost someone I loved very deeply, super unexpectedly. Just a freak accident, super young. It rocked my world. It left me with more questions than answers. I had just dropped everything that I knew here in Arizona and moved to Nashville by myself the week before he passed away. And when I got back to Tennessee after the funeral, I had so many doors closed on my face with record labels. And I sat down with all my grief and all my questions I didn't know how to ask, and I poured them onto paper. And this is one thing that I know is my purpose, is to share what I've been through and put it into words, into music, for people to feel and heal and connect. So I hope this song can remind you that when life hits you with the painfully challenging and confusing trials that we get, there's somebody who does understand that we are going what we're going through in our day-to-day lives. And if we trust him, he will carry us through anything and everything. And this is called Trust You Anyway.
I never thought I'd be here. All my hopes turned to tears, all my prayers ended wide. God, you say that you're good. How could this ever be good? I'm barely breathing inside. Might be broken in two, but I'm talking to you. Guess I'm not alone. And looking back, I can see you've been faithful to me. You never let me go. I will trust you, I will trust you. 'Cause who else could I run to hold my heart together when my whole world starts my weakest, you have always been my strength. So I will trust you anyway. You're not a stranger to grief. You were wounded for me. You know the depths of my pain. I might be fighting my doubts. I might not see a way out. Even so, I will say, I will trust you. I will trust you. 'Cause who else could I run to hold my heart together when my whole world starts to break? I will trust you, I will trust you. Every single step I take. At my weakest, you have always been my strength. So I will trust you anyway. Anyway, might be broken in two, but I'm talking to you. Guess I'm not alone. And looking back, I can see you were faithful to me. You never let me go. Oh, I will trust you. I will trust you. 'Cause who else could I run to hold my heart together when my whole world starts to break? I will trust you, I will trust you. Every single step I take. At my weakest, you have always been my strength. So I will trust you anyway. You will carry me through anything I face. So I will trust you anyway.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you for giving me time today, and congratulations, class of 2026. I'm so proud of you.
Okay, how was that? Did you guys like that? Yeah, good job. Thank you, McKenna. That was awesome. Okay, do we have microphones? Some of the folks here in the front rows wanted to say something to their loved ones that are here, so we're going to pass the mic, and I hope you guys are blessed by your kids, your friends, your family members, your loved ones. Fire away.
Hi everyone, my name is Deontay Harris. I just want to give thanks to my mom for pushing me to keep coming to school, even though that I didn't want to. I was going to school at a point in time. I didn't take it as serious as I needed to. I took basketball more serious than I did school. And I found out that I needed to take school more serious because that's where I need to do the most than basketball. Basketball is going to get me nowhere. So I just appreciate my mom for pushing me to school, and thank you, Jeff, for making me take that last step.
First and foremost, I would like to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for this opportunity to be here. And my wife, she's here, my two sons, my two daughters, and my mom. And my name is Victor Mejia, and if I did it, anybody could do it.
Hi, my name is Alicia Arturo Marquez. My dad isn't here to spend the day with me, sadly, but I know that if he was here, he would be proud of me. He would tell me to keep going, keep my head up, don't give up. There have been times where I have wanted to, because he wasn't here, and I wish that he could be here to comfort me and tell me that everything's going to be okay. But, you know, life comes to us in ways that we don't expect, that we don't want. But I'm grateful, and I know that he's with me every step of the way I take, and I know it's for him. and everything I do in life is for him, and this graduation and this diploma is for him. So may he rest in peace, and thank you, Lord.
Hi everyone, my name is Armani Borges. I want to come on here and say thank you to my mom, because even when I wanted to give up about a month ago or so, she still kept pushing me. I want to say thank you to my dad. He'll forever be my best friend. Thank you to my siblings. I'll forever love you guys. Thank you for being here and for always supporting me.
My name is Adriana Lee, and I would like to thank my mom and dad for raising me to be the person I've become. And I want to thank you guys for getting me through, like, just high school in general with my anxiety. And just, I want to thank you guys so much. And I want to thank my best friend Adrian, and also my therapist Lily, who's always been there with me and who has been getting me through it. And also, I would like to thank God, who has found me this year again, and I just really want to thank everyone in my life, so thank you.
Hi guys. My name's Caitlin. First, I would like to thank my mentor Janae. I wouldn't be here without her, so I love you. I'd like to thank my grandparents for giving me the opportunity and believing in me that I could do this, and my sister Kaylee, and my great grandma, and most importantly, my cousin Haley. I love you. And thank you guys all for coming out here, and congratulations, class of 2026. My name is Carolina. I just want to say thank you to my family, my friends, and congratulations, class of 2026.
My name is Alexander Pleasant, and I would like to thank my mom and my girlfriend right over here. They're wonderful people and push me to complete these things and continue to push me to complete my goals and dreams and aspirations. My dad is in another state right now, so thank you, Dad. He pushes me each and every day to be the person that I want to be and a person that I am proud of. And yeah, and most importantly, I'd like to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, because through him all things are possible, and he is the light. And, in constant prayer and reading the word, I think that I got to where I am today because of the words that he has given me and for the conversations I've had with him. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2026.
I'm Abigail England, and I mostly want to thank my granny. She's been through thick and thin, even when I've been stubborn. And I love you. And congrats to everyone here today. We did amazing. We're finally here.
Okay, everybody. My name is Alex as well, and I'd like to thank a couple people. My parents, wherever you guys are, my brother Chris, and Daniel Milan, because if it wasn't for him, I never would have found this school. So that's all I got to say. Thank you.
Hello. My name is Marley McIntyre. I'd like to thank my friends and family, especially the ones who could be here with me tonight, because I haven't had many people show up for me tonight. I'd also like to thank my boyfriend, Xavier Soki, because I don't know what I'd be without him right now, or where I'd be. Yeah, and congratulations, you guys.
Hi, my name is Sonia. First, I'd like to thank God. If it wasn't for him, I would have been able to get through this. And my family pushing me. Today, I'm not only graduating for myself, but I'm graduating for my 16-year-old son that unfortunately passed in 2024. So today, like my cap says, today I walk for the both of us.
Wow, I get to follow that. Whew, that was heavy. That was a really good job. If you guys are blessed because you love hearing them shout you out, will you please give them a big round of applause? Please. That's hard. Okay, so we're almost done. All we have to do is have you guys get up. We're going to do the caps and gowns and all the stuff at the end with the tassel and walking down and getting the diploma. But if you haven't ever got up in front of 1,000 people before and had a microphone and said thank you or anything else, it's super, super hard. It's really not the easy. There's a reason why people hate this more than the dentist or death, because speaking in public is hard. And again, this is something that you guys all accomplished. You graduated, you got your diplomas. It's worth celebrating. You guys spoke. You were willing to share your hearts. You guys spoke. You did a great job. This is where we get really loud because they deserve it. And this is one of those moments where it's appropriate to get loud and crazy. We're in a building that can handle it. So if you guys are blessed to be here, if you're happy and proud of them and all of them, please show them how loud you can get. Go. Okay, so this is my favorite part. We get to do it one more time, but this time, like the roof, it's a dome. Let's blow the dome off. I don't ever get to say that anywhere else besides here. So one more time, soak it in, because we, as you guys all said, everybody heard, everybody knows this, you don't get many opportunities in life where people are going to cheer your name and cheer for you and go crazy. This is one of those moments in life where it's going to happen. It's it. You walk out of here, you're going to go live life. But while you're sitting here right now, soak it in, because it's about you. You deserve it. One more time, please, with everything. Then he's going to do what's next, and we're going to wrap this thing up. This is where we can go really crazy, really loud. 1, 2, 3, go. Make sure you have them all rise so that they file in quick.
All rise. All right, all right, all right. Hey, that's what I was talking about from the beginning. Good job, everybody. All right, now let's get to the reason why we are all here today, to celebrate our graduates. Graduates, as each of you walk across and exit the stage today, you'll receive a rose. As you walk back to your seat, we would like you to reflect on the journey that led you here today. Perhaps a special person who motivated and made a difference in your journey. If that person is present, we encourage you to present that rose to them after the ceremony. Now is the time that you've all been waiting for, the presentation of the graduates. As we call names, the students in black gowns that you see crossing the stage are graduates of Smart Schools, and the students in blue gowns are graduates of Graduation Solutions. Smart Schools is our program for adults who are 22 and older, and Graduation Solutions is for those who are 16 through 21. As you will see, you can graduate at any age with a high school diploma.
Yes.
Your future is possible. After the closing remarks from our CEO and founder, all graduates, please form an orderly line and follow the ushers out to the lobby to join your families outside. Please do not leave until we have the formal procession. Will all family members please stay seated while the graduates exit so we can give them their moment to shine? Graduates, please all rise. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's keep it up. Here we go.
Are you guys ready? Here we go. Anthony Vega. Deontay Harris. Let me have your. Marina James. Debrea Hernandez. Victor Mejia. Salisha Arturo Marquez. Amani Bajorquez. Adriana Lee. Caitlin Loreen. Leah Jordan. Sonia Elicio. Morning Star Reyes. Wait. Marley McIntyre. Jennifer Guillen. Priscilla Fogate Youngtown. Alexander Lapierre Goodyear. Abigail England. Alexander Pleasant. Carolina Lopez Dirso. Lacey Violet. Woo! Angel Sanchez. Melissa Esquivel. Sorry. Alexis Foltz. Lakila Savage. Eileen Navarrete. Ana Salazar Perez. Hey, Kaylee Richards. Jocelyn, thank you. Jocelyn Mora. Thank you. Lynette Anderson. Michaela Norris. Takesha Walker. Brian Morales. Matthew Chavez. Thomas Silva Jr. Ava Hernandez. Lauren Galaviz. Alexa Sixtos. Thank you. Maida Torres. Mariah Luera. Vanessa Potter. Magic Elizalda. Chance Moten. Okay, I'm gonna go for it. Valerie Maez de Uriola. Nailed it. Daquan Washington. Vanessa Riddle. Jaylee Dry. Got it. Is it Amjad? Got it. Dario Amjad. Lily Donahue. Angel Angulo. Marcus Kramer Jr. Evan Delgado. Logan Aquino. Brian Silvas. Nadine Patterson. Alexis Tinio Valdez. Tonya Carpenter. Litzy Angeles. Cameron, got it. Cameron Jackson. Thank you. Cynthia Acosta. Aubrey Finch. Aubrey Schwinden. Madhal. Acholi Madhal. Isabel Jensen Tebbs. Famanya. Jeremy Famanya. Okay. Michael Porter. Leah Banda. Juan Moran. Ariana Baeza. Giselle Mendez Garcia. Reina Sapochetti. Great, Christian Skinner. Yasmin Gomez. Kiana Edwards. Maxwell Cordova. Christy Garcia. Jermaine Kale. Brody Schneider. Hang on, Tristan. Tristan Johnson. Jonathan Williams. Treya Lewis. Divine Escalante. Vanessa Sanchez. Cynthia Sanchez. Thomas Wilson. Isai Wallace. Claire Martinez. Eddie Felix. Hang on, Miguel. Hang on, Miguel. Miguel. Miguel Flores. Linnea Luna. Loves Katie Rincher. Vianney Contreras. Wait just a second. It's okay. Cindy Leon. Jillian, congratulations. Jillian Buchanan. Gregory Nieto. Amy Nunez. Christopher Mendez. Sofia Ecol. Angel McLemore. Precious Irvin. Luisette Castro. Marlene Sanchez Perez. Logan Capel. Jezaniah Munoz Quinones. Tasia Fletcher. Is that all of them? Oh my gosh. Lixie Ortega Gutierrez. And our last walking student for the evening is Ariana Villarreal. Thank you. You up? Who's up?
You gotta tell them who the
Everybody wants
cap
up.
are.
You gotta do the cap and the tassel, bro.
Okay, that was cool. That was quick.
That was quick.
So, one more time, you guys want to get loud again? One more time? Come on, let's do it. Soak it in. Soak it in. So, just FYI, we're doing 4 of these. So this is the first one. You guys are first. So you set the bar, and this is an awesome bar you just set. So we're going to do one more piece of business where you got to stand up and do the tassel. But here's the thing. All the staff people that are in here and anybody that's going to be at any other ceremonies, these guys are going to set the bar for everybody else. And I think they're going to be tough to beat. And I think you guys have proven that they're awesome. And if you guys want to stand, we can finish this thing up. And then all I ask is when they turn that tassel, you go crazy and make the other 3 ceremonies see if they can match you. I don't think they can so far, but we're gonna see what we can do here at the end. Just when they do this tassel thing and you go crazy, let them process out before you leave. Let them go out, high five them, go out there and take pictures. Be safe. Please be safe when you go out of here and you celebrate. That's all I ask. Thank you for letting us do this. Thank you for gracing us with your presence in our program. Thank you for accomplishing everything you did. Take that tassel, move that tassel. You are officially graduates. Go crazy. Cue the music. I don't know where the music is. Let's go.
I was down, but now I'm up. Yeah, this all God, this ain't no lie. Yeah, I used to be stuck in that mud. Whoa. Yeah, I was down, but now I'm up, 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 up. I was down, but now I'm